Once upon a time, in a village nestled between the mountains and the sea, there lived a kind-hearted old carpenter. He was known far and wide for his skill in crafting furniture that was not only beautiful but also built to last. His workshop was filled with the scent of freshly cut wood, and his hands moved with a grace that only years of experience could bring. But beyond his craftsmanship, what made him truly special was his ability to listen. The carpenter had a simple philosophy: everything has a voice, if only you take the time to listen. He believed that the wood he worked with whispered secrets of its origins, how it once stood tall in a forest, bathed in sunlight and rain. The tools he used sang with the echoes of those who had wielded them before. Even the wind that swept through the village seemed to carry stories from distant lands. He often shared these thoughts with those who visited his workshop, but few truly understood how. One day, a young man from the village approached the carpenter with a request. He had recently inherited an old house and wanted a new door made from the finest wood. The young man was eager to have the work completed quickly and offered the carpenter a generous payment if he could finish the job in just a day. The carpenter, however, shook his head gently. "A door is not just a piece of wood to keep out the cold," the carpenter said. "It is the first greeting to those who enter and the last farewell to those who leave. It deserves time and care." The young man, impatient and focused on the material value of his new home, insisted. Reluctantly, the carpenter agreed to the deadline, but with a condition: the young man must spend the entire day with him in the workshop. As the day began, the young man watched the carpenter select a piece of wood, carefully inspecting it from all angles. Hours passed as the carpenter smoothed the wood, shaping it slowly and deliberately. The young man grew restless, his mind filled with thoughts of the world outside the workshop, of tasks that needed completing, and time slipping away. But the carpenter continued his work, unfazed by the passage of time. When evening came, the door was nearly finished. The young man was surprised by how little had been done in such a long time. The carpenter, noticing the young man's frustration, finally spoke again. "Patience," he said softly, "is a skill much like carpentry. It requires practice and understanding. In your hurry, you see only the surface, the wood, the tools, the time. But there is more. The door I am crafting is not just for your house, it is a reflection of your life. If you rush, you miss the essence of things. But if you listen, truly listen, even a piece of wood can teach you about the world." The young man fell silent, contemplating the carpenter's words. As the last light of the day faded, the door was completed. It was simple, yet elegant, sturdy, yet welcoming. The young man realized that the value of the door was not in how quickly it was made, but in the care and attention it had received. He thanked the carpenter, not just for the door, but for the lesson he had learned. As the young man left the workshop, he noticed the wind carrying a soft melody, as if the village itself was whispering a secret, and for the first time, he listened.